Shellshock presents.
Ready?
Sharing with Shellshock Season 4.
New Age of Heroes.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Share with Shellshock. I am your host, ShellshockPrime. So real quick, I just want to address an obvious elephant in the room. So as you can see right now, you only see Bubs, but Andy and Xeno are not here yet. So as you can see that um, Xeno stepped away for a while. He'll be right back, and Andy is on his way. So they'll both be here soon. In the case of Andy, he'll pop in, and what's going to happen is that, so the agreement was made was that like when he gets in, I'm going to ask him the questions that I've already asked Bubs and Xeno by the time that he gets here to catch him up. But Zeno should be back here real soon because he had to take care of something. Um, and right now we have Bubs. So it's gonna be a good topic today. So just wanted to address that. But anyway, good to see you, Bubs. Good to have you back on.
Always happy to be here.
Yep. So I was just addressing in the chat, like to the chat, that Andy's on his way and he'll be here soon. And Zeno stepped away for a while, but he will be right back. But good to have everybody coming in. Um, Still dealing with a sinus issue, but I'm not gonna let that stop me from talking about Mortal Kombat. So what I'll do is that um, I'll like the questions that I'll be asking you regarding Mortal Kombat. I'll start with you, Bubs, and then when Zeno gets back, and then when Andy gets here, I'll ask them those same questions, and we'll just do what we got to do.
Works for me.
Yes. But anyway, um, so, it's, so before anything, so feel free to let everybody know what type of content you do, Bubs.
A bit of a variety streamer. I'm do a little bit of everything. Currently got a randomizer going. I'm playing the newest Metroid Prime as well.
Yep.
Really, I'm only just getting back into streaming. I only just came back Thursday. Yeah, I'm only 2 streams in because I recently had my first child and I took a lot of time off to be with her and my wife. So
Yes, 100% totally understandable. But yeah, like it's good to, again, always really good to have you on. Um, so so the thing with the Mortal Kombat series is the series has been around since 1992. Um, and it started with the arcade game, then it got ported to consoles. Um, and when it came to consoles, I remember like they hyped it up as Mortal Monday, where it they released the Super Nintendo, Genesis, Game Boy, Game Gear versions all at once on that same day in September 1993. With
yeah, I remember that.
with the Super
I
Nintendo
remember hearing about that, I should say.
the Super Nintendo version had issues with input lag, and it also removed the blood and turned it into sweat, and changed up like many of the fatalities, and they called them finishers. Because Nintendo of America was not allowing it to be like the way it was in the arcades. Whereas in the Sega Genesis version, it was kind of like that too, but there was a code to get around it so that you have the blood and the fatalities. However, the graphics for that game looks so bad to the point where like everything looks so grainy in comparison. Whereas Super Nintendo, it looks really good. Like as close to the arcade as it could get. But at the time, people still played it because Mortal Kombat was huge. Like, cause because coming off of Street Fighter 2 success, like we would start seeing a wave of fighting games, and Mortal Kombat being one of them. Because it originally started off as a beat 'em up that was going to star Jean Claude Van Damme, but he apparently rejected it because he had a deal with Sega for a game that never saw the light of day. So that's where Mortal Kombat came from.
I don't know
And
if I knew that one.
yep, it was originally supposed to be a Jean Claude Van Damme game. It was originally a side project. It was not like an actual like big budgeted game. So then they hired some digitized actors, and they ended up um like just making a game out of it. And because they wanted to make it different from Street Fighter, and they ended up doing that with having like different elements of the game, and you had like the whole dizziness in Street Fighter happens randomly, but in Mortal Kombat, it happens at the end of like the second round when you win, and that's when like the announcer will scream, "Finish him," and then like that's where they had the idea to add the fatalities, and then they added blood to the game. And Sonya was also a last minute character, and
That I did know.
yes, because they did a location test in Chicago, and what happened was there were only 6 characters and there was no Sonya, but they were saying like you gotta add a female character to the game. That's what people wanted, and then they added Sonya at the last minute. Um, and then in the final release, she was added to the game, and then you had 7 characters. But the thing is, it was technically 6 characters, but one of them had 2 versions of it, the Sub-Zero Scorpion, because one of the actors, Daniel Pacina, who was Johnny Cage, he also portrayed Sub-Zero and Scorpion. And what they did was they did the animations for both, and then like they just took the character, split them up, and gave Sub Zero the blue color because he did everything as the Scorpion character, but then they just turned him into Sub Zero like for the palette swap, and it worked out. You also had the hidden fighter Reptile, and Shang Tsung was originally supposed to have a fatality where he takes a sword and he beheads you, but they had to cut that from because of memory. Like, and what they and the animation of like where like the head gets popped off, and then they use that for Johnny Cage's uppercut fatality, where he uppercuts and the head pops off.
Okay.
Yes, that's the fun.
Shang Tsung with a sword just sounds weird to me.
Yes, that's what they originally planned to do, and it was like because I first found out about that through the collection. They actually addressed that. I didn't even know until then. And
Oh, fair enough.
yeah, and I also want to take the time to because like right in the intro, um I wanted to take the time to talk about actor Kari Hiroyuki Tagawa, who portrayed Shang Tsung in the original Mortal Kombat movie. He recently passed away. So
Yeah, literally just the other day.
yeah, and yeah, so
No,
uh,
he was really good in that. He was one of the actors who I felt like actually respected the role and actually like, was putting forth his best foot.
yes, yeah, he did such a fantastic job um as Shang Tsung. What
I
like
almost wish that like the Marvel effect happened there where like Shang Tsung started looking more like him, kind of like how Tony Stark looks more like Robert Downey Jr. now.
the funny the funny thing about the Mortal Kombat movie was that because I'll talk more about it later on, but there were a lot of changes that were made in the movie, or rather, a lot of things from the movie that influenced the series moving forward. We'll talk more about that later, but I will say like to Kari Tagawa, may he rest in peace, and He'll always be one of the best Shang Tsuns, if not the best Shang Tsung.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, he did good. He did, but I mean he had the same issue that a lot of people had in that movie where they didn't exactly look like the person from the game,
They did not.
but he had a good style for a Shang Tsung.
He did. Yeah. Um, it really worked. But it's like, um, another thing also is that they could not use the name Mortal Kombat with a C because it was trademarked somewhere else. That's how we got Mortal Kombat with a K.
Hmm.
And then they decided to play off of that. Like anything that had the word C, that had C in the word, like a hard C, was replaced with K, and that's how they did that with Mortal Kombat. It worked. Like it will always be recognized like in like a spell check error on like documents, but we all know what Mortal Kombat was supposed to be. But it worked. uh,
I've written combat with a K so much my phone fully recognizes it and doesn't even say that I spelled it wrong anymore.
same, same. Yeah, yeah. Shang Tsung definitely changed a bit the first few games, but like they've been embracing the movie look later on.
Yeah.
They definitely did. All right, so it looks like Andy is here. Andy, can you hear
Awesome.
us? I think they'll be
Oh
ready in
God,
a moment.
we going Verizon on him. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Oh, that's hilarious. I was unmuted, but not on Discord.
Yeah.
Hello. Yes, I'm here.
Yes. All right. Feel free to get into the video ninja.
Yes, thank you all for thank you Shellshock for having me, and what's up everybody?
Yes.
Games TV, retro gaming financiadio, whatever that means.
Yes. Good to have you back on. And good to have you
Sounds like
on
I
as
got here
well.
just in time.
Yes, you got here just in time, Andy. Good to have you on as well. So, so Andy, remind everybody what type of content you do.
Oh, I do a variety of content. I mean, my personality is based out of Banjo-Kazooie, so start there and then just move outward. Lately, I've been playing through Metroid Prime Remastered. Last time I streamed, I was playing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the new Switch game that came out like last month.
Oh yeah.
Um, and then I do on Tuesdays, I do Teamwork Tuesday with Book Slap. We play a lot of collaborative games, so you get a lot of different stuff there. I think
Yep.
last time we've been playing through Overcooked 2.
Yep.
And so I'm open to trying new games and new experiences, stuff like that. So, but aim a little bit more retro.
Awesome. Zeno.
Well, I do play a variety of old school games and a couple of the new school games. Recently, we just I didn't stream this past if I'm correct, Tuesday or such, due to a little bit of struggle with college work.
Yeah.
But we did finish up with Feeding America, which definitely I'm gonna have to put in the $5 that somebody else donated to me.
Nice.
Recently going through Resident Evil 4 randomizer. Hopefully, we could be able to finish that up before the 2025 year is over. And we're probably going to go into more randomizers into the future, plus a couple of fighting games that we're going to be able to discuss about. It's going to be the 35-year anniversary of Mortal Kombat, since if I'm correct, we're already in the 35-year anniversary of Street Fighter. So it's a lot of crap that has been going on.
Well, Mortal
So
Kombat's
to say.
anniversary will be in 2 years.
Oh, in 2 years? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say if Mortal Kombat was 92, I'm a 91
92.
baby, and I'm only 34.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I kind of missed the mark, but
It's
either
all
way,
good.
we're going through some anniversaries. I mean, it is the 30th anniversary of the movie,
It
if I'm
is.
correct. So,
Yeah, the movie came out
we
30
got the
years
mark.
ago.
I at least got one of the three.
Yep. All good. But yeah, so yeah,
As good as Suhao.
so I'm gonna start with Bubs on this one. All right. So what was the first Mortal Kombat game that you played that you remember playing, and how did you hear about the series?
That would be Mortal Kombat on the Super Nintendo. That was absolutely my first one. Hung out, it had some family friends that we would hang out with almost every weekend, and the oldest two were like, "Hey, we got this new game. You guys want to try it out? It's a fighting game." Me and my brother, we were young, stupid kids. We had no idea what that meant. We're like, sure, why not? Skip ahead to us getting our asses beat in it, and it never improved from there. Like years later, I took on that one friend again in Mortal Kombat 9, and I've gotten a lot better. I'll take you on. He says, all right, you pick my character. I says, all right, fine. Pick Striker. I'll take Scorpion. I'll take my absolute best. And you take one of the rest.
You were there, Shellshock. We know that.
I was destroyed. And he was just like, are you sure you got better? Fuck you, man.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
Yeah, that was good. Andy, what was your first Mortal Kombat, and how did you hear about the series?
Well, it was at a very, very young age. So the very first one that I remember, I was going to grab props before I got in here, but
Wait. He's not
Go
the one
ahead.
that is on the chair? Shang Tsung is? I thought he was the
I
one
don't-
on the chair commanding the rest of the
Shang
people.
Tsung's keeping it warm.
Yeah.
yes.
He's keeping
We
it
all
he's,
know Shang Tsung isn't the actual boss.
he's keeping it warm for Shao Kahn, who's keeping it warm for a good old guest, Andy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Oh yes,
Never mind
Andy,
it.
the man of Shao Kahn.
but no, my first game was Mortal Kombat Trilogy on the Nintendo 64.
Nice.
When we got on Nintendo 64 in 96, it came with 2 games. Super Mario 64, Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Because I was 5 years old at the time, I was allowed to play it on the caveat that we turned blood off.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah, like
wait.
you could turn blood off in some of the later games back then.
In the Nintendo 64, if you press up and start and go into the options, you can turn blood off and change the difficulty as well.
Yeah.
But that was included with the N64? I mean, I get
Uh-huh.
Super Mario, but it was like
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat Trilogy?
There were some deals.
Nintendo?
Well, I think it was with my my dad was
Oh,
played
okay.
a lot of
No,
Mortal Kombat stuff.
no.
Yeah.
No, understood. It was weird hearing that, but then again, it's like, yeah.
But it came out the same time.
Yep.
No, I'm not going to deny on that one.
What about you, Zeno?
Okay, good old young Xeno. First Mortal Kombat was the first Mortal Kombat in the arcades right across from my neighborhood at a laundromat. And I could vividly remember seeing a couple of guys playing Mortal Kombat and seeing Sub-Zero's fatality. If I'm correct, I would say maybe on Liu Kang for the very first time.
Ooh.
And this was the definitive time that Xeno became a puss bag. Because I thought, because the deal was from Mortal Kombat 1 all the way to 4, it was like freakishly scary to me. I don't know why, but it just felt like real to me. Even the dumbest one, like Cabal's fatality in Mortal Kombat 3.
Yeah.
The unmasking, it was like, oh my god. It
Oh
wasn't
my
until
God, that
Mortal
one.
Kombat, even the Super Nintendo one, the one that really doesn't have blood whatsoever, but sweating all over the body, which is quite possibly the most grossest thing. Take it from a pro wrestler.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it wasn't until the 5th Mortal Kombat installment, which I kind of thought, well, yeah, this is just ridiculous. What was I afraid of in the first place?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, for me, it was the fact that there was a couple of factors that I heard about Mortal Kombat, like word of mouth. Because back in '94 was when I was first really learning more about Mortal Kombat. Like, there were toy commercials from Hasbro, plus kids in school were talking about Mortal Kombat. And I remember when I was in the 3rd grade, Mortal Kombat 2 came out on the consoles on Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. And what I remember was, I didn't get to play it until months later. It was like early '95, before Mortal Kombat 3 came out. So I got to play Mortal Kombat 2, and then like my uncle lent it to us, and we loved Mortal Kombat 2 so much that I went back to playing Mortal Kombat 1, and Mortal Kombat 1 was rough. It was rough around the edges. You have like three. Yeah, like what I never really liked about the games is the fact that you have that cross button. Like you have the punches on the left side, kicks on the right side, and you have the block button in the middle. No other fighting game uses that. It's either 4 or 6 buttons, but that is the most awkward scheme that they use. But I remember playing Mortal Kombat 2. That's pretty much how I remember it. Andy, uh, who were your favorite Mortal Kombat games, like characters, and your favorite Mortal Kombat games?
All right. So, my favorite Mortal Kombat character has to be Sub-Zero, hands down. But then also moved into Noob Saibot once I was like, okay, that's pretty cool, especially when she learned the Easter egg from his naming convention and stuff like that. If I could master Shang Tsung, I would have liked him a lot more. Sindel, because of Mortal Kombat Armageddon or Annihilation rather. um, I learned in Mortal Kombat Trilogy for the 64. This is the one I played the most. I had a little tips and tricks magazine that showed me how to do like a lot of the secrets, and I learned how to play as Motaro. That was a fun one to play as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually in college had a Sub-Zero costume. It fell apart, so I didn't get to keep it. Otherwise, I'd be wearing it right now.
Ah, wow.
Quicko. Did you actually do Moltaro's fatality?
Not the fatality, no.
No, you didn't do the ketchup squirt. Oh, okay. Shame. Just squirt.
Yeah. So, Xeno, your favorite characters in games from Mortal Kombat?
Definitely growing up, I usually have been with Sub-Zero and Johnny Cage. Both the previous douchebag one and the current douchebag one. You know, it's just so much art that he has gone throughout his entire life. Smoke has always been one of my favorites. I guess it was because of Mortal Kombat. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I got to be able to decipher on that one.
Yeah.
That really got me interested on how strange enough that Smoke is quote unquote like Scorpion. If I'm correct, if that was the direction that we're going for with the original Mortal Kombat 3
Yeah.
before putting in Scorpion. And so, afterwards, it's just growing up with so many different other characters. Kenshi has been a favorite as well. Definitely the rest of the ninjas. If I were to have a boy stable, you definitely got to see Rain in the boy stable of Mortal Kombat characters. That is a very good boy. Don't disrespect him. Like nearly every single Mortal Kombat game I have ever played has been quite possibly my favorite, including mythologies, because I torment myself for every single one of y'all entertainment. Okay, my chat, your chat, everybody's chat. But I will say this: I distinctively hate Mortal Kombat Special Forces. I don't know why I was such a young idiot buffoonery fool for I know you're shocked to hear me say that, but I was at that time. I was thinking to myself, "Oh, this is a great Mortal Kombat game." No, Xeno, no, you're dumb, you're idiot. You don't know about life. This is the worst Mortal Kombat game you've ever played yet, because I know there's another worst Mortal Kombat game I had yet to touch. I think you know that one, Shellshock, or anybody that has the Mortal Kombat collection series or Game Boy Advance. I'll leave it at that.
There it is.
Oh no.
Y'all remember Motor Combat?
Yep.
I never touched it. I've heard about it, seen it, and it's like, yeah.
Yep. Bubs, what are your favorite Mortal Kombat games and characters?
Yeah, I mean, you can call me a base ass bitch, but Scorpion has always been my favorite character. Since I got my ass destroyed with him back in the Super Nintendo days, he has always been the first guy I go with, and I start to learn.
Yeah.
To the point I am actually really good with him in my friend group. No one usually they can't touch me too much when I'm Scorpion. so I nerf myself.
Yep.
But I ended up, thanks to Mortal Kombat 9, and I'm mad that I haven't been able to use him since. I discovered I really like using Cabal. I actually got really good at him in 9. And I was also that guy who, if I could pick the big characters, I was picking the big characters. So I mained Onaga when I could, to the point my brother stopped playing with me. Yeah, so in terms of games, I did watch my brother go through Deception, and I did enjoy the story of that one. Same with Mortal Kombat 9. I enjoyed a lot of. I think 9 might be my favorite, although I have to go with 10 for the sake of the guest characters, because 10 had a Xenomorph in it.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, Predator and
Oh.
Xenomorph.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're very
it's like-
welcome.
Yeah, and it's like Alien is my favorite series, so it's like you put a Xenomorph in it, I'm gonna like the game no matter what. But yeah, like Bookslap said though, 9, as much as I love 9, Sindel was just, that scene with Sindel was so terrible. I streamed Mortal Kombat 9 recently, and like I got to that scene and I'm just like, wow, this really was just like, she just stomped all of them with no issue, and then suddenly goddamn Nightwolf just comes in and it's like, oh no, I'm gonna be the one that actually puts a stop to you. It's like, dude, she just no-diffed everyone else. What? How are you supposed to win this? Oh, hey, you actually won this. What the fuck?
Yeah. Like, it gives the same energy as, like, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, where you see Sindel, and then Katana's like, Mother, you're
Yeah.
alive. Too bad you
You will
would
die.
die.
As always,
Look.
WF once stated, Sindel coming in, and if you're a wrestling fan, Braden Walker, hands on the hips, giving that overacting.
That
I'm
one-
going to say this. It's actually pretty amazing that you listed as Cabal as the favorite, because I've always followed Ketchup and Mustard, who discuss about Mortal Kombat competitive. Throughout the entire history, Cabal has always been number one.
Yes.
Yeah, I
yeah.
know that, and it wasn't even part of the reason why I started liking it. It was like, because he has his own chapter in Mortal Kombat 9, and I realized I was playing him as good as I was doing Scorpion, so I was like, I'll give him a try a bit more. And I tried him against my friends. It's like I was still doing pretty good. I was still winning most of the matches.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, go ahead.
Side note there, talking about the lady who plays Sindel in Mortal Kombat Annihilation, she is on Cameo. I was able to get her to basically reenact that for one of my other streamer friends at one point.
Nice.
Oh my god!
So just so you know, for future reference.
Nice.
Yeah,
She's
and
amazing.
and admittedly, the second movie, I said Armageddon earlier. I did mean to say Annihilation. The movie, it's a guilty pleasure of mine. It's terrible. It's god awful.
Yeah.
It's a guilty pleasure.
Oh no, it is an Armageddon for one good reason.
Yeah.
Destroy all your expectation. Well, I don't have any.
Yep.
It's like, hey, remember Johnny Cage and how he was like the one good character in the last movie? He's dead now.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll talk more about that.
Scorpion dying in the first movie. Well, he's back.
We'll talk more about that soon. But
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
all
but
right.
I'll say this.
Oh no,
though.
I got things to say.
Yeah. So my favorite Mortal Kombat games are Mortal Kombat, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 9. Those are like my favorite games in the series.
Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe.
No.
Oh, that's a good one, actually.
A good guilty pleasure game for
Joking,
sure.
just joking.
But the best characters for me, like my favorite characters, I was always a huge fan of Raiden. Even though I did not like how they depicted him in the rebooted trilogy, because like the whole he must win thing just kind of pissed me off the way that he handled it.
His writing was really the one thing I didn't care for, and he got worse until 11 when they did another freaking reboot.
Yes.
Like 11 was like 3 reboots in one game.
Yes.
yeah.
And
I mean,
go ahead.
I was gonna say Raiden has always been a douche. Have you ever seen the movie and the cartoon too?
Okay, you got me there, but I don't know. There was something about this one that just He felt a lot more punchable in this one, and I kind of
Yeah.
wish Liu Kang punched him at least once.
Yeah. Like,
Before that scene happened.
I also was. I'm also a huge fan of like obviously Sub-Zero with Scorpion, but I also really enjoy using Katana. I'm not really good with Melina or Jade, just Katana. And I do enjoy using Johnny Cage. There's many other characters. Jax is another one that I like.
Oh, Jax is fun.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but but Mortal Kombat 9 is probably like my favorite game in the series because of the fact that you have the storytelling. Um, it's what opened my eyes as to what a good single player mode should be for fighting games. It was really good, and there's just way too much content, and it's gotten to a point where like I felt that it was one tough act to follow, and then like Mortal Kombat X's story was really good too, but then like 11 just disappointed me, and then Mortal Kombat 1, it's better than 11, but not by much in terms of
Don't trip on
story.
that bar.
Yeah, but that's just in terms of story. In terms of gameplay, I could not get into Mortal Kombat 11 that much, and one I have not played it much to really like judge that one.
Yeah,
But
11, I didn't mind it. I liked the idea of the story, and I liked fleshing out certain things. Like I said, Scorpion being my favorite character, I liked the fleshing out he got, as a human, besides being his Spectre self.
yeah, and if people really do want to play Mortal Kombat 1, my biggest advice is this. Do not play it on Nintendo Switch. Do not play it on Nintendo Switch.
I have the PS5 version, so I'm safe.
It does not
Yeah.
run well at all. Like,
No, I love my Switch, but there are certain games where I'm like, yeah, you are not the
Like-
version I want.
11
I
was
mean, it's good to have it with you on the go, but the
Yeah.
problem is it's asking
Yeah.
for a lot of frames per second.
I would have wanted a Switch 2 edition, but by that point, NetherRealm has already moved on. So, I
Warner Brother moved on.
Warner
not
Brothers
NetherRealm.
move on. Yeah, like
Yeah.
like they could just do a
Warner
couple.
Brothers finding itself a new baby daddy.
Because I feel like if there would have been a Switch 2 version of Mortal Kombat 1, it would have been on par with, or at least close enough. It would have been way better than what it was on Switch 1. But yeah.
Yeah, no, just seeing the comparison stuff of like Pokemon alone between Switch 1 and Switch 2, it's night and day, and I'm very happy. I can't wait to get my own Switch 2. It's just baby. I have a lot more expenses right now.
Baby is priority. So you gotta focus on that. But anyway, so Zeno, have you gotten into any I'll ask you this one first.
All right.
Have you gotten into any of the Mortal Kombat media outside of the games, like movies, shows, etc.?
Well, definitely the films and the cartoon series. That was definitely the two that I've actually gotten into. It's so freaking ridiculous. The films, definitely first one's one of my favorite ones out of there. It actually pretty much was close to a Mortal Kombat series. Then you got the second one, which I mean, I seen it so many times. I've checked up on OSW review who talked about it. I don't think I've seen Matt McMuscles talk about that one and how utterly ridiculous the film went to the point where the director of the first Mortal Kombat film vowed not to pretty much vowed not to miss any other video game movies he directed. That's why we got the Resident Evil series with his wife. Yay.
Yeah, same guy.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
guy, yeah.
But I'm
You know,
actually
I can't even crap on Resident Evil that bad. I will defend the first two movies. I will not defend
Fair enough.
anything after that.
Yeah, fair enough. But the one
True.
thing I actually fascinated was that I always go through looking for the Mortal Kombat cartoon series. First off, Mortal Kombat, rated M for mature. now marketing for kids on a USA network.
To be fair,
we
so
have-
did RoboCop.
We did.
Okay, but then again, RoboCop is more cool. But then I don't know.
I mean,
Okay.
RoboCop is awesome,
Good point.
but
But-
like it is not kid friendly.
It's not kid friendly,
Nah.
but it's like, holy crap! When you watch the film, it's all stereotype, it's all ridiculous, and this is where the biggest trope is. Raiden is a douche.
It was.
That's where that's where the films and the cartoon series kind of like started that, because we didn't really get any sort of cinematics or any sort of
The most we got is I
Story
think it's the
like that.
I think it's the first game. If you win as Raiden,
Yeah, I
He said-
remember. He
like-
says,
he's like, "Yeah, I enjoyed this tournament so much. I invited all of the gods, and oh shoot, we destroyed all existence in this fight."
"Yeah, I forgot that one too." So there we go. Raiden is a douche since
Since day
1990
one, you know what?
since day
I
one.
rescind what I was saying before.
Yeah.
Like, he's always been a dick.
Yeah, always was, yeah. Bubs, what about you? Did you get into like any of the outside mediums like movies and shows and whatnot?
Oh, absolutely, I did. I had to convince my parents to rent the movie. My brother and I both. We rented the movie quite often, either the live action one or they had I think it was like the Battle Begins or something. It was an animated movie just leading up to the start of the first game. And it had some of the most god awful CG ever. It aged so terribly. Oh, don't tell me you have it.
I do
Oh, no, you
not.
look it up.
But I will say this: my brothers did have that. My next
Oh.
door neighbors at that time had that. I watched it. I was thinking to myself, this doesn't look good. I mean,
No. Well, and the thing is, I'll give the actual 2D animated stuff not bad. I think it still holds up somewhat well now. When it cuts to the random CG crap, it's like, I'm sorry, this is the air. I'm pretty sure Reboot existed at this point.
Yeah.
Why does this look so bad?
90 CG was a blessing.
It
It was
was.
blurry.
And a
Blurst.
curse, because we also got Beast Wars out of that. And Beast Wars, as wonderful as it is, looks like shit.
We just had a movie night in my Discord this last Saturday. We watched the Beauty and the Beast Enchanted Christmas, which has
The
the
organ.
pipe organ
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the 90s CG. Tim Curry.
I don't know why YouTube randomly recommended me clips from that. I'm like, oh, that's weird, but that's also nostalgic for me.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
But yeah, no, the first movie and that animated film absolutely were guilty pleasures when I was a kid. Now, even as I'm older, I will defend. Oh God, yeah, no, we don't even need like the lighting is melting it out. But yeah, oh, it's so bad. But I will say the recent live action film. Honestly, I really enjoyed that, but I still don't understand why the hell they invented an entirely new character who's boring as shit instead of just giving us Johnny Goddamn Cage.
Yeah.
I mean, at least we got Johnny Cage in the next one, but like Cole made no sense.
He does
Everything
not.
else felt good. Everything else, they looked like they belonged in the games. The guy who played Kano gave my wife and I a new appreciation of Kano as a character.
Yeah.
Same. I mean,
But I will say, funny enough, this was years ago when we were still dating. We watched Mortal Kombat 1 and 2, and she had watched me go through Mortal Kombat 9 and 10. So she was aware of the story. She knew the characters. We start up the second movie, and we're sitting there, we're watching, and I could tell she is just like, oh my God, what the hell is he making me watch? And it gets to the point where Shao Kahn is in his castle, he's sitting on his throne, and he has his mask off.
Yeah.
And Mandy's like, who the hell is that? I'm like, oh, hun, that's Shao Kahn. And her jaw hits the ground. She says, that's Shao Kahn? He's so small.
but it's glorious.
I whenever I say that to my friends, that GIF does not exist in the Google phone search. But like, I need them to know when I say it is glorious, I am saying it with that exact inflection.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so bad. And she's just like, why did they pick such a small guy to play him? I don't know. He had just enough muscle, I guess.
Yep.
Well,
But
if
because
I'm
like
not-
she saw the Mortal Kombat 9 Shao Kahn, who is goddamn built. Like that Shao Kahn is why Shao Kahn is one of my favorite villains of all time. Like I'm wearing a shirt of my favorite villain, which is Ridley from Metroid.
Yeah.
But Shao Kahn is in the top 10 for me.
if
Yes.
I'm correct, the guy who played as Shao Kahn, he is the Doug from the first Terminator movie.
Yes.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
He plays a lot of
All I
thug
know
type
is that he was
characters.
an American
He
Gladiator.
does,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he was.
There's no way he was an American Gladiator.
I know he was on Charmed at one point.
He was.
I gotta look it up. Hang on.
They tend like so many.
Shao Kahn is sharp.
That's hilarious.
Yes. The funny thing is that usually, like, they get these big guys to be either a bodyguard or to be like a wrestler or something, or like part of a gang. But in this case, Shao Kahn, like, you would see these types of people in like sitcoms, dramas, or like all these movies, and they managed to look the part because of their physique. So it works out for them. Let's see.
Could you be able to get a wrestler at that time or a bodybuilder at
Yes.
that time?
Arnold was busy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Schwarzenegger?
Yeah. Arnold. Yeah, he was busy.
Oh god. I think unironically, besides the voice, I think he would have been good. Like I think they would have had to do a Vader thing. It's like, okay, you can play the character, we just don't want your voice.
Yeah, like they would have to dub him with someone.
Would have made it worse if you think about
Like
it.
it's like if someone would just dub him saying, "You weak, pathetic fool."
I have to say, wait, I'm going to ask you one question.
Yeah.
Bubs. I'm
Okay,
going to
what?
ask you this question. What did your wife think when Liu Kang and Shao Kahn had their animality?
Okay, so I'm gonna preface this with both my wife and I are artists, her a bit more so than me. We both went to school for graphic design. She looked at that shit and she said, "What the fuck am I looking at?" Like she saw that Hydra or whatever the fuck you want to call it that Shao Kahn turned into, and she's like, "That's awful." I said to her, "You want to watch Godzilla? It would look better than this."
Are you okay?
I'm fine. It is a Hydra. And I will say it's a shame that Mortal Kombat 1 did not give Shao Kahn a Hydra. That would have been
amazing, an amazing callback. Now,
I'm
funny
sorry,
enough, I did
Andy.
the Mortal
You can hear
Kombat
me.
movies
Yeah,
ended up
okay.
leading into something else where my wife says to me, she's like, oh hey, you want to watch the we had talked about the Twilight movies and how I'd only seen the first 3, and I was like, I really don't know if I have any care to see the last 2.
Yeah.
And she looks me dead in the eye. You made me watch both Mortal Kombat movies.
Oh my god.
To this day, I still haven't seen Breaking Dawn Part 2, and I want to try and keep it that way.
Good. All right. Okay. So Andy, have you gotten into any of Mortal Kombat's media outside of the games, like the movies or the shows?
Of course. Obviously, I have watched the original 2 movies, and I've watched the new movie reboot, and then there was like this fan movie, I think is what it was.
Yeah.
That was like a
Yeah,
YouTube
definitely.
series that was really good.
Yeah, I've seen some of that.
There was also, I didn't get the chance to see it, but when I was younger, I got a Mortal Kombat sticker book that was basically like the movie for kids. It was interesting. But on the back, they advertised a live stage show for Mortal Kombat, and I'm so mad I didn't get to go see it.
Yeah.
Shellshock and I were talking about that before the start.
Yeah.
Okay, if I'm correct, which one is that? Is that Mortal Kombat 3 or 4?
It would have to been 3.
No, because they also had that with Mortal Kombat 4. shout outs to
Shouts to who?
There were 2 actors that I know all the way in the early Mortal Kombat. Actually, no, I'm sorry. 4 actors in the Mortal Kombat game, movie, and live actions that I've seen from a very interesting show called WMAC Masters.
Yes. I know one of them was Ho Sung Pak, who portrayed Liu Kang. He was on that
And
show.
Shang Tsung.
Yes, he was the first Shang Tsung in the games.
Yes.
And also there was Chris Casamassa, who was Scorpion in the movie.
The greatest Scorpion of all, from what I've heard.
Get over here!
That boon. But get down here.
But anyway,
Go over there.
Andy,
Well-
like what other mediums you watched besides the movies?
The movies, as I said, I missed the live show. I've I don't know if this counts. I did a big long let's play of Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe collaboration with my friend Obi1362. He did the
Ooh,
DC side, I did the Mortal Kombat side.
Nice.
Every cutscene we dubbed over.
Oh, jeez.
I want to see that right now.
Oh, it was something.
Yeah.
And part of it got lost to time because
Ah,
the edited videos got stuck on my dorm computer in college and they were never recovered.
Oh,
sad.
that
Man.
sucks.
so,
Hmm
like you just like that, I would just go right to it.
Remember
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Remember everybody. Preserve your stuff.
hmm
Yeah. Oh man. So
And obviously, I've played wore the costumes, as I said. I've done a couple stuff like that.
yep.
I never had a Scorpion costume when I was younger, but we found a yellow ninja outfit that I just claimed I was dressed as Scorpion for Halloween.
I mean, Scorpion was quote unquote in WCW. But anyway,
And
Also, I was
We're not
wrong.
talking
Shao
about
Kahn was not played by an American Gladiator, but I remember there being an American Gladiator involved in something.
okay, I'll say this. There were 2. Jax, Motaro. That's about it.
That's
Wait,
Motaro was the one I was thinking
yeah.
of. Because I knew it was a boss. I was certain it was a boss enemy.
Also, I want to before I go with my turn. I want to say this right now. Did you guys know that Jax was on an episode of Jerry Springer?
Oh my god.
Wait. It's just the one in which he was actually finding out that Sonya and Kano are actually together in cahoots with one another. Then we got this big Jerry fight. We
Okay.
got like Tarkatans and those guards and all those people in the background and such.
Okay, so let me explain
Sorry.
this. So
Go ahead.
Please
Th-
do.
this would have had to have been like around 1995, and what happened was that it was like 94, 95, and the actor who portrayed Jax in Mortal Kombat 2 and 3 arcade games, John Parrish, he was part of an episode of Jerry Springer where like there was like these women who were tired of their boyfriends, so Jerry Springer decided to hook them up with different dates. One of them had John Parrish, who was Jax, and you could tell like when he walked in, he was a bodybuilder. He was like a big bodybuilder, and he was all dressed up in a suit. He had a rose that he gave to the woman, and what happened is that he's actually a very nice guy from what I've seen. Like he was actually like someone who was very respectful. But the thing about him is that he was set up to date one of the women who was tired of her boyfriend. So he was on an episode, and I think around that time, like either he was filming for Mortal Kombat 3 or he was about to film for that, or it already happened. Like it was around that time frame, like 94, 95. And yeah, like the only thing is that since he was wearing a suit, you could not tell if he had like the arms were like it was painted. Which apparently it took 6 hours to paint the arms to make it look like he had those like metal arms. But
be
I
honest,
mean, have
I'm
you ever
looking
had to
at the
put body paint on?
photo.
yeah,
I purposely
Oh,
avoid
that
it.
would have been hilarious with the first date. So, ever had experience with body paint? I'm looking at the
That sounded
photo.
dirty.
I know, but I mean, it's the first date. He's getting it. He's getting the lady.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is that I'm looking at the photo right now. Yeah, I could definitely tell that just the image of Jax in the suit, the lady in the middle, and her supposed man that supposed to take care of her. Yeah, it's surreal. It's kind of like that commercial with Old Spice. Look at your man now. Look at me now. Look at your man now. Look back at me. I'm not like your man. I'm actually much better, more built, more class. Now look down, look
Yep.
up. I got some flowers for you.
Yep.
Holy crap, that is surreal, Shell Shock.
yeah, he was on an episode of Jerry Springer around like 94, 95. And
There's even a video on YouTube.
the thing is, like,
I'm just gonna put another link.
to this day, like he still is active when it comes to bodybuilding. Like a lot of the actors who portray these characters, they actually know each other. They're still friends with each other to this day. Because many of them, because they were friends with one of the co-creators, John Tobias, because he originally wanted to do an indie martial arts film that never got off the ground. And because a lot of them were his childhood friends, so yeah, because he loved martial arts. But anyway, so I have watched the movies. The original movie is fantastic. Annihilation is a train wreck, and the rebooted movie, well, it's better than Annihilation, but it has flaws. It has a lot of flaws.
The best
I
thing
can't
about it is
wait.
that it's very the costumes, they're all very accurate. You can tell who the character is, and we got we got a couple of actual fatalities in there,
because
and like that's not something we got in the original movies.
because the
We
original
got one in
mean-
Annihilation.
yeah
Yeah.
Sonya.
I mean,
Johnny
mean,
Cage
Okay.
yeah, but
Oh,
we
you know
did
what?
get
Actually,
Yeah,
no.
I
but
mean,
we-
did Johnny Cage do one of his game fatalities? I know Sonya.
No.
I think Sonya did.
no
Okay.
no.
Yeah,
I think you got this one, Andy.
let's say in Annihilation, in that like science facility, she picks up the
She had the dust. Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Kiss of death.
You mean the trampoline room? I mean,
Yes.
yeah. The thing is this: we did get the nut punch in the original one.
yeah
that we did.
we did yes
We did, and you know what? I will say this: one of the best things to come from that movie is that I think it was Mortal Kombat 9. It was 9 or 10. If you had Goro and Johnny Cage fight each other, Johnny straight up says, "You still owe me for those sunglasses."
yes
And I'm like, you know what? That's great. That is the best thing to ever come from the fucking movie.
absolutely
Just start making a list of who owes what to Johnny Cage.
So many
not
things.
quite Liang. Bihan, the Hachuli, sunglasses for from Goro. What else? What else am I missing?
Oh, there's a lot of things he ends up that people end up owing him that just end up breaking. I can't remember all of it though.
What that his wife took from him.
Okay, that's his dignity and his balls. He ain't getting those back.
oh yeah
And you know what? No, hang on.
I forgot which one.
President Johnny Cage earned back his dignity when he kicked the ass of his past self.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
the most satisfying fight in that game.
Oh, it was like because
Yeah.
like the past Johnny Cage, like he was still so arrogant. Like he kind of came off misogynistic to
So
Sonya,
he straight up said,
Sonya.
"Don't worry, for the sake of ourselves, I will tap that," and pointed at Sonya.
and then Johnny Cage was like, "Nope, you're getting out of here." And then like the two fought, and then old Johnny Cage, like the present day Johnny Cage kicked past Johnny Cage's ass. So yeah, it's because the fact that Johnny Cage grew to the point where like he went from being a cocky, arrogant movie star to someone who actually took all this seriously, especially since he has a wife and kid. Granted,
Giving him a family was the best thing they could have done.
And even in Mortal Kombat 1, like, yeah, he was cocky and everything, but he came around very quickly in that one. So
Definitely looking forward to that. Like I said, I haven't played one yet. I intend to play it on stream eventually, but I still got to go through 10 and 11.
So yeah, so Mortal Kombat Annihilation, Johnny Cage, he died in 5 minutes.
Yeah, and then you find out that like the actor, it wasn't even the same actor because they weren't willing to pay him what he was asking.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly.
He also did not like that they were going to kill him off, but he was going to get killed off either way. It's just that they decided to kill him off a lot sooner when they used a different actor, because many of the actors from the first movie didn't come back. The only one that came back was Liu Kang, like Robin Shaw.
Oh yeah,
Kitana as well.
Katana as well, yeah.
Yeah,
because they were supposed to all come back. Like Christopher Lambert was supposed to come back as Raiden. Like Sonya was supposed to have her actors come back. It was all about money because the first movie did really well, so they wanted that money, and New Line was not willing to pay.
it's almost like actors should get paid properly.
Exactly.
What a crazy idea.
Yeah.
My example I always go back to is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. We lost 3 good actors because Saban wasn't willing to pay the money.
Yeah, because it was anti-union. So unfortunately,
yeah. Screw Saban.
Yeah,
you did great, buddy, but screw you.
The other thing I want to bring up is that in addition to the movies, yeah, like, you knew that it was not going to be a good movie the moment Johnny Cage died within 5 minutes. Especially if you were like a huge Johnny Cage fan, you were not going to be happy about it. And then it just gets worse and worse as the movie goes on.
Even my mother, who had zero care about the movies or the games or anything, she still enjoyed partaking in things like this with me and my brother. And she did enjoy Johnny Cage's character from the first one. So we first saw the second one. I can remember her reacting, saying, "That was stupid."
Oh yeah.
And it's like it's one of those things where it's like you can tell that a movie is going to start going bad when a certain character dies, and the actor themselves is aware this is a bad decision. My favorite example of that is Godzilla 2014, where Bryan Cranston straight up said to the director, "You kill this character off, you're going to lose a lot of attention."
Yep.
And that is exactly what happened. Bryan Cranston's character died, and I logged out of the human story for the rest of the damn movie.
Yep. So I've watched there was a cartoon that I watched. It was on the USA Network. Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm. I watched all 13 episodes of the show. And here's the thing about this. The actor in the cartoon who portrayed Raiden is the same guy that is also best known for being Mr. Krabs in SpongeBob, Clancy Brown.
Yep.
Can we replace Raiden's voice line with Mr. Krabs now?
Well, you would have to pay Clancy Brown a lot of money. I think that he will not do it unless he gets like a hefty sum.
He deserves it.
He does.
And there was a talk about Defenders of the Realm. There's a YouTuber who did a review of it, and he was talking about how every single time any fight started, Sonya would always shout, "It's combat
time!"
And one of the jokes he made is, "Oh dear God, I can hear the K when she says that."
Yep.
And that stuck with me because now whenever I see it, I can hear a K. It's not a C, it's a goddamn K with how hard she's saying it.
So the thing is that with that cartoon, Johnny Cage wasn't in it, but what they did do was they took Stryker and they made him very cocky, like what was supposed to be Johnny Cage's character without the movie star, but instead being a cop. They gave him the cockiness instead. And Sub-Zero, like he tried to join the group. He joined the group, but like there were a couple of people that didn't like him. I think it was Nightwolf that didn't like him. They didn't trust him.
No,
I'm pretty sure
Nightwolf
it's
is
one of the ones
cool.
that had. Was it? Who the hell
No,
was? I thought.
Nightwolf.
Oh no, Nightwolf was the real mysterious shaman with the team's mascot dog.
Yes.
Like
Then when the
he
dog comes
gave
into
the.
him, he become Nightwolf.
It was like the. Because it was like a staple of every '90s cartoon. You had to have that one person who gave wisdom, and you always had to have that one mascot animal in there.
Yep. Like you had Sonya, you had Katana, Liu Kang, you had Sub-Zero.
You mean Luke Perry?
Yeah, wait, yeah, that was Luke Perry. Sub-Zero
Yes.
was
I was
from,
gonna say
from
Jack Perry, but it was
90210.
Luke Perry.
Yeah. And there was like this there was a series of YouTube videos I used to watch back in the old YouTube. YouTuber Matt McMuscles was originally known as the Switcher. He actually used to do these videos called the stupidity videos, where he would take an old cartoon like that was based on like a video game or other mediums and make a video like a clip montage where like the stupidest moments of those shows. He did one for Mortal Kombat, Defenders of the Realm, and like they would make fun of so many different scenes. Um, another one I remember was like, um, so like there was a combat time and all that, but uh, there was one scene when you see Liu Kang and Katana flying on a jet, and she's like, "It's going to be tight," and then Liu Kang's like, "Better suck it in." Like so many things take. If you take anything that was said in the show out of context, people will wonder like what the fuck is going on. And
I'm already wondering what the heck is going on.
like
Nobody knew. The actors didn't know.
no, they did not.
Why is Scorpion a reptile when he talks?
And the
Oh
thing
yeah, that's right. They gave him that lisp.
and back then, like the Turkatan race, which is Baraka's race, were known as nomads, and they had a character named Nomad. Like they couldn't just call him Baraka because it was clearly Baraka. Um, but yeah, that show was a mess. Like it was on USA. It only lasted one season.
Thankfully,
It was like half a season. It was only 13 episodes. Like
No.
that's
There was a
that's enough. That's enough.
there was a
13 is enough.
but there was
Do you
a
want to deal with Street Fighter?
but there was a worse show that was on TV, Mortal Kombat Conquest. So here's the thing about Mortal Kombat Conquest. I remember it was on TNT and Africa, and it was on syndication. It was a live action show that used to air every week for like a few seasons. It was one of the most boring shows I've watched. Like there were like 1 hour long episodes where they had their own lore for Mortal Kombat. I just after one episode I was like, yeah, no, this wasn't good.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah, it was short lived.
Yeah.
For a few seasons.
If you pay close attention, usually, if I'm correct, I've seen that like late night on actually late night, because that's a disrespect to late night shows.
Yeah,
Late night on a weekend or on some weekday on a CBS network or such.
God.
Yeah, that's when I've noticed that it was like this ain't Mortal Kombat. This is-
1998 to 1999.
Yeah, this is soap
6.2
opera.
out of 10.
I mean, the only good thing that I can remember that, because once again, OSW, big Mortal Kombat fans for some of them, they had Adam Bomb, aka Wrath, aka, if I'm correct, Brian Clark,
yeah.
Chronic in it.
He like
I don't even know if they got Edge in it.
I do
I could be
remember.
wrong.
I do remember like there's been like parodies of Mortal Kombat in TV shows, and one of the things I remember is growing up as a wrestling fan, watching WCW back in the day. There was a wrestler named Glacier who looked like he was Sub-Zero. He was definitely like they ripped off Sub-Zero.
Yeah, they ripped off Sub-Zero.
And the thing is that you think that like they spent like millions of dollars on that gimmick, and you would think they would have gave up on him fast, like quickly, but they kept him around for years, and it was pretty much like a sunken cost fallacy. They spent a lot of money. They had to keep using him.
So
and they made Raph, and then there was another character,
Mortis.
because they were trying to make a lore, but people were not really caring about it. It came too late. Like they waited too
I know.
long for this type of gimmick. Like
Okay.
like 3 years or 4 years actually. But yeah,
Okay, so I did watch I rewatched it, but I have seen a video on Wrestling with Regret. Ryan Zane discussed
yes,
about this, about the lore of Glacier. One of the biggest issues, of course, was that it came around the leg drop that was heard around the world, 1996. And instead of doing it on Nitro, instead of doing it on a Saturday night main event, they did it on a C show, so to say, or a D show, his debut. You know, it's crazy because you are right. It is pretty late. But I think if they would have also done it like the time of the indies,
yep,
because I know you and I went to Shikara,
we
how
did.
cartoony that was. That would
Yes,
have been perfect around that time. I mean, I don't know how they're going to do a whole the lighting and all that, but I would have believed a freaking ninja at that time.
oh absolutely.
You know,
Um,
maybe put him with the super ninja at that time.
what
There you go.
I also remember, like, there were shows that parody Mortal Kombat. I remember Family Matters. They had an episode where they were playing the Super Nintendo, and they had like this Mortal Kombat parody. And then towards the end of that episode, they were playing it, and then Steve Urkel comes in, and then and he was pretty much a character in that. But I also remember The Simpsons. They had an episode, Marge Being Not Proud. It was a Christmas special,
Oh,
and
Bone Storm.
Bone Storm. Yes, that was that universe's Mortal Kombat. Like, because it was like, oh, people tired of like the same boring games. Well, how about this new edgy fighting game that looks so cool? Bone Storm.
I'm partial to Lee Carvello's putting challenge.
Yes,
Uh, do any of you also remember Drawing Together?
yes,
Yes.
Have you seen the episode in which, if I'm correct, they're replacing one of the characters, Scorpion, Mortal Kombat, Deadly Alliance, or Deception Scorpion being in it?
Oh yeah,
That sounds familiar. But I can't.
Definitely.
I never watched the show like religiously or anything. But I do remember seeing clips of something like that.
Yeah, he actually killed one of the character. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry, the video game character, because, of course, depends on which character it is. You know, you can't really kill
Yeah.
them all. It's just so hilarious to see those two interact, because it's like, oh, what's your move? Get over here, kill them. And it's like, that's actually pretty cool. My move is to reach around, and Scorpion's like, oh, well, yeah, that's not my style.
yep.
So many rip off of Mortal Kombat games, which I will wait for that when it comes.
Yeah, there was so many. Like, I'm just looking at like a list of like Mortal Kombat in other media. Um, an- Another one that I want to bring up was there was an episode of there was an episode of High Score Girl, which was an anime, and they actually had
Okay.
Mortal Kombat. Like, they had like the main characters were playing Mortal Kombat for the first time, because and and she even managed to perform Scorpion's fatality. Um, well, because they use the actual footage of the games. Because despite the fact that Mortal Kombat is banned in Japan, but um, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
they've done there's been parodies of Mortal Kombat or references to Mortal Kombat in mediums in the past. Um, but yeah, uh, other than that, like, that's really about it when it comes to Mortal Kombat and like outside of the games for me. Because otherwise it's just mainly the games. Uh, so now, Bubs, before we do the community questions, I want to ask you, how much does Mortal Kombat mean to you?
Compared to my usual gaming, it doesn't mean a whole hell of a lot. I will say though, it is absolutely my favorite fighting game. Like, honestly, I don't play a ton, but when I do, they never feel as good to me as playing a Mortal Kombat game.
Yep.
There's just something about the characters and you have the fun of the fatalities. I've always really enjoyed just going into practice mode and just doing all the fatalities and seeing what there is, because it's fun to see.
Yep.
It's also scarring my one of my friends' oldest child, because she unfortunately was standing there as one of us did Nightwolf's fatality in Mortal Kombat 9, which involved grabbing someone by the jaw and pulling down.
Yeah.
I have never seen her mother freak out so much and grab her. Like, she just grabbed her and covered her face, and I was like, yeah, I didn't know that was about to happen, and I'm sorry for any nightmares that your daughter has.
Oh yeah.
That was 11, if I'm correct.
Was it 11? I can't remember if Nightwolf was in 11 or not.
Yeah, he was in 11 because 9 he got the crappy not one crappy, one good fatality.
Fair
They
enough,
didn't
fair
involve the jaw being ripped off. Like they
But
didn't
yeah,
have
no,
to
like,
for that.
but yeah, Mortal Kombat, I'll play it anytime. Like, it just, fighting games aren't high up on my list. Like, give me an RPG or action adventure, I'll play those any day of the week.
Yep.
But fighting game, yeah, I got to be in the mood for them usually. But
Right.
9 times out of 10, it's Mortal Kombat that I go with.
Yep. Andy?
So if you know me at all, knowing that I enjoy Mortal Kombat comes as a shock to some people, apparently. It is kind of something that's like, if I'm stressed or if I need something to kind of like, I'll put my frustration out in there. Mostly the retro stuff. Also, I have one of my claim to fame videos you might know on my YouTube channel was when I had Matt Mercer call my sister on phone. He did the main voice as Ganondorf from There Will Be Brawl.
Yeah.
However, did you know that Matt Mercer voiced Stryker in the Mortal Kombat like Deception Armageddon era?
Really?
Oh, he
Yeah.
did. That was him.
Oh yeah. And so I told him how my sister freaked out and they were playing Mortal Kombat at the time, and he's like, give me that phone. And so he called my sister again as Stryker. And so like that's burnt into my memory. And so I'm like, Stryker ain't that bad.
I use Striker in 9. Shellshock
Yeah.
can vouch for me on that.
Yep.
But no, I enjoy it's not like Banjo-Kazooie level, but I'd say it's up there.
Yeah.
Go.
Yep.
Mhm.
Xeno?
Definitely Mortal Kombat grew into me over the years. Back then when I was a kid, I was mostly more of a Street Fighter, a little bit of Tekken. Like Mortal Kombat would definitely play, but I wouldn't really go in, pretty much be with the whole fatality stuff. It wasn't until Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, especially if I recall Kenshi's a reptile fatality. And you know what? I'll put Sub-Zero in there for the sake of it. I just really like him when he just rip off the entire skeleton. That I just started to like be understood. It's like, this is one of the most goofiest things I've ever experienced. Why was I afraid of that? But it wasn't until maybe Deception and so on and so forth that Mortal Kombat, it wasn't the gameplay, it wasn't the fatalities, but rather the lore, the story, the characters, or getting them all involved. And to this day, it's like whenever what is it, every 2 or 3 years when Netherrealms release a game, it's gonna be like, okay, what's it gonna be? It's gonna be another Mortal Kombat game, or it's gonna be another Injustice game. Are they gonna put in certain characters in there? Who's gonna be the special guest? It's pretty much one of the most vital games that I've usually returned, especially having my friend, the Gaming Heel, join me on that one.
Yes.
Because, well, not most recent, because we did Soul Calibur, but we've done Mortal Kombat Deception story mode together, to the point where we're going to go into Mortal Kombat Ladder in the Deception mode in the future.
Yep.
So much so, I guess you could also say that even checking up on old videos. Heck, I got somebody from YouTube, the Whack Pack group, the creator who ranks every single Mortal Kombat fatalities, costumes, and now he's doing Tekken and Street Fighter outfits as well, followed me, and it's like, holy crap, how did this happen?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm definitely a big Mortal Kombat fan, but if you take a look at my content, which by the way, don't, it's there's really not much Mortal Kombat relation except me just hitting up, hey, this costume is awesome, dude. I repost this. Either way, it's just slowly grown into it to one of like the most one of the games which I definitely can't wait to hear from Ed Boon. Like, come on. I know who you are. Give it to me. Just give it to me.
Yeah. All right. Uh, so Mortal Kombat's always meant a lot to me. Like I've always been into fighting games growing up. And Mortal Kombat only just added to how much I love that genre so much. But when it comes to just Mortal Kombat itself, I love the characters, I love the story and the lore, and playing the game is a lot of fun. Like some of the earlier games, like Mortal Kombat, the original Mortal Kombat is just rough around the edges, but it started to get better as time moved on, and now it's like I can play it. I love it. I have fun with it. I do go back to the series from time to time, especially now, like with the collection. I do like playing some of the classic games. Like Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 up there as one of my all time favorite games. So, and then like going back to Mortal Kombat 9 is up there as well. Like, and I've had so many fond memories playing Mortal Kombat, whether it's with my brother, with friends, or anyone else. I just loved it. Like it was really good. But yeah. Community questions. So Nova the artist asks, what is your top most wanted guest characters that have not been playable in a Mortal Kombat game? Ooh, that's a good one. Uh, like I know, like they've added Freddy Krueger, they've added like Jason Voorhees. Um, did they add Michael?
I've covered a lot of horror villains already, and
Yeah,
horror villains would, I think, be one of the better options.
I would say Ash from Evil Dead. They had the opportunity.
Ash would be a fantastic
That would,
add.
that would be a great addition.
You want to get the newer horror fans, Art the Clown. I think Art could be good considering what he does in his movies.
I mean,
And the fact the bastard's unkillable. So you can go real hard on fatalities with him.
yeah.
okay, yeah, I mean, we did had Omni-Man and Homelander, but then again,
I still
mean,
need to get that DLC
yeah.
just so I can beat the ever-living crap out of Homelander with everybody. I fucking hate Homelander.
Oh wow.
Everybody does.
Homelander gave credence to too many people being like, "Oh yeah, Superman's a bitch. Homelander is like perfect." Like, you know he's the villain, right? Like, oh, he'll one shot Superman. Superman doesn't stand a chance.
No.
Which Superman?
There we go. Thank you.
Like, I got a friend who is like the biggest Superman fan I know, and he gets pissed when people say someone's gonna beat Superman. It's like, dude, I'm pretty sure the Powerpuff Girls are the only ones who can scale to Superman.
Oh yeah.
Actually, that would be very interesting. Put Superman in there, but Injustice one, the quote unquote evil one.
Yes.
Does Mortal Kombat versus DC
God.
Universe not count for this?
No,
No,
not really, because it's like it's one of the most
everybody was nerfed in that.
nerfed and buffed at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because
it's
you
one of
got
the
it.
most dumbest thing I've ever heard is like, oh, you're trying to escape. I'm just gonna zap you. Oh, you're trying to escape. I'm just gonna eye laser you. You fool! What are you doing? And then all of a sudden it merged, and then it's like, oh, okay, so the timelines are merged. Okay, let's work together to stop this timeline.
Yep.
Book slap, you're right. Everyone was buffed up to Superman levels, and it was so dumb. We have a magic pill that'll make you as strong as Superman. Look,
Okay.
I appreciate watching Alfred stomp out that Superman because that Superman had it coming. But oh my god, it's so dumb.
I mean, with Superman, and I'm sorry this turned into like a DC talk. I mean, you got to be able to nerf him somewhere. So
You have
with that
to. Like,
kick,
even my
yeah.
friend who adores Superman, he's like, look, he needs to get nerfed. I don't like seeing him get nerfed, but he needs to get nerfed in these situations.
He should get nerfed.
The
Yeah.
Scorpion kicking him. That was
Yeah.
one of the best things.
Yep. Uh, Andy, are there any like guest characters you want to see?
Oh, well, it's funny because when you were saying Ash from the Evil Dead, I was like, wasn't he a DLC character? No, he
No.
wasn't.
He was supposed to
Um,
be.
Like a lot of
'Cause,
people called out for Ash to be in DLC. It's kind of like Smash Bros. A lot of people called out for Sora for DLC, but if I'm correct, there's some legal issues to go along with that.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's why
And-
Jason cannot show up as a guest in most games. It's why he's not in Dead by Daylight.
Yep.
So if
Right.
you're in a Warner Brothers film or related to Warner Brothers, you got a high percentage chance of being a DLC. Like I would even say Maniac Cop as well.
Yes.
All right. Well, how about let's bring it. Let's go wild. Let's bring in like Yogi Bear.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a bear. I'm not fucking with the bear.
It's rated M for mature, so let's put him Coke. Let's give him some Coke.
Cocaine
Oh
Bear.
my
I
God.
know
Cocaine Bear.
there's a fighting game that literally has something like that just has a panda bear as a fighter.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, why not? Why not? Hey, give Mortal Kombat the ridiculous thing.
I would definitely go over to the Netflix overlords to discuss. Okay, so we have discussed that animals are actually great fighters, and a lot of people have used these people. Thus, I would like to be able to have these following characters for the future Mortal Kombat games.
Ooh,
Yogi Bear will be one of them.
Nova says
Uh,
John Wick.
Oh, John Wick would
John
be great.
I think John Wick would be great. He would be such a ridiculous character choice. But you know what? If they put goddamn Kratos in there, give us John Wick. Like you just go balls to the wall insane.
Yep.
Well, if Stryker can stand up to these people, John Wick can stand up to these people.
100%.
The power of a gun.
I mean, John Wick would be much better than Stryker, sadly.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
absolutely would.
Yeah.
I think Stryker would be the one
Yes.
top that's
That
not
kind of
on
hurt
John
my
Wick.
feelings as someone who loves to use Stryker in Mortal Kombat 9. It's like,
Yeah.
hey,
Like all the other
Stryker.
cops are avoiding
Gun.
John Wick, and then there's Stryker like, no, I'm going to be the guy that arrests him.
Okay.
and then he dies.
All right. I'm going to.
Or
Go ahead.
oh gosh, well, oh we literally just watched this. Why? Guy from Die Hard,
Oh, John McClane.
John McClane.
John
Yeah.
McClane. I think we good.
I am going to one up all of you right now. I'm going to go with somebody that Warner Brothers owns that they can actually use for
No.
Mortal Kombat.
Is it
I-
Shaq from Space Jam?
No, but it would be.
No.
It's not going to be Shaq. It's not going to be Michael Jordan. It's not even going to be LeBron
No.
James.
No.
No,
Never LeBron James.
but I got somebody. Beetlejuice.
Oh.
Beetlejuice would actually be good. I think that he would have you could have fun with a character like that.
Let's use Beetlejuice. Let's use the mask.
Ooh.
And
I
then
think the mask would be a bit harder of a sell compared to Beetlejuice, but it's doable.
Okay. In all fairness, if we're talking about the movie Mask, no. If we're talking about the comic Mask,
Yes. The
Yes.
comic mask, absolutely.
despite
That's
that,
a different monster.
yes, and even then, he still needs to be voiced by Jim Carrey. They would have to pay him a lot of money for that.
Oh yeah, no, Jim Carrey is that's a high profile man. Like the fact that they got him for 3 Sonic movies is amazing.
Yes. So, Beetlejuice, The Mask, and I want to try to think of one more. I would probably have to say if they had to go with one more pick, I was thinking that maybe they could also wait. I want to see if this character is owned by Warner Brothers. Let me check real quick.
Check the roster for
Alright.
multiverses.
True.
I mean, they're not doing anything anymore.
Okay, here's a weird one. Austin Powers. Warner Brothers
As
owns
one of
him.
those, yeah, as one of those fun inclusions, yeah, I think he'd be good.
Yeah. All right.
I would definitely say Daffy Duck.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That'd
if you
be
want to
great.
go like joke characters, Daffy Duck all the way.
Yep.
Like best Looney Tune right there.
Yeah. if we're going to go DC, Slade Wilson or Deathstroke. Like I know he
Deathstroke
was.
He was
would be
good
good.
in DC Universe. Mortal Kombat versus
I-
DC.
Yep.
I'm gonna say if we're gonna do grab from DC, I'm gonna take my two favorite villains, Bane and Mr. Freeze. Specifically, Batman Beyond Freeze.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be. Yeah.
Because, like, yes, I love Mr. Freeze. He's my favorite goddamn DC villain. But he is too much of just a man in a very heavy suit in his younger years. But you put him in the robotic suit he had in Batman Beyond, and that man is like a 20-year-old again.
Yep.
Can we get it? Can we get it voiced by Arnold Schwarzenegger again?
Please. Yes, please.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
Yes. All right.
It's so stupid, but damn it, I love that.
I got another one. All right, so here's another question. This one is from H-Bomb and Friends. Any thoughts on Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, and what would you have liked to see in it that missed the cut? Well, here's the thing. They're missing the Genesis version of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Like, yes, you have the Super Nintendo version and you have the arcade version, but why not also have the Genesis version of that? I would also add the PlayStation 1 version of Mortal Kombat 3, because that was actually cutting edge for at the time, because to have a high quality arcade like a near arcade perfect version of it. And also it's actually easier to beat the game than like most other versions. And also N64 Mortal Kombat Trilogy. But they need to
I don't have a hold of the game. I never really looked into it. I don't know what I would want in that's missing, so I really can't answer this one.
Yeah. I'm on the same wave that I don't own the game, but I've checked out at least a snippet of videos, opinions on what has happened. The Gaming Heel has hit me up a couple of times about what Mortal Kombat collection has, what does not have. Definitely, it should have Mortal Kombat Trilogy, the N64 version, because at that time in a competitive scene, one is the more preferred one. Two, Shiva is actually good.
Yeah.
For once in a Mortal Kombat game, because of her hitbox, because of her lack of arsenals against characters such as Cabal, a great example. She sucked, but Mortal Kombat Trilogy 64, she's actually pretty broken. Definitely Mortal Kombat 4 for the PS1, for the N64, because how ridiculous those endings are, and Mortal Kombat Gold to go along with that. Because by goodness me, that game is broken. If you have not played Mortal Kombat Gold, I highly advise play every single character in there, then find Sector, play him, and you would be god tier. Because there's no way you will ever win a fight against Sector. It's nothing but missiles, homing missiles, every single missiles. Like, he's a legit banned character. And speaking of banned characters, put in what's his name? Goro. You can unlock him in Mortal Kombat Gold. What's great about it is this. Me and the Gaming Heel, we definitely went through it. We actually, I think it was of both of us playing against each other. We actually let one of us lose.
Yeah.
You know, Mortal Kombat 4. If you the continue screen, you have your character free fall. You know, they're trying to struggle.
Yeah, they're falling into the pit.
Thank you. Goro, unfortunately, don't have no animation.
Nope.
No, it's like you have him like.
Oh my god!
He fall head first into the pit.
I wasn't using his head for much to begin with.
Or nothing compares to Mortal Kombat mythologies where like when you when you fall and then you have the animation where Sub-Zero is like "Ah!"
That shit's hilarious.
Yes, you take a look. I have it clipped. If you take a look, you see Goro legs out from the pit, like a freaking cartoon character falling into the ground and plop it down there.
Yeah.
It's so freaking hilarious. Come on, put it in the Mortal Kombat Gold. Let us go to the craziness.
Yes. What do you think they should add to the collection, Andy?
All right, add the Nintendo 64 version of Mortal Kombat Trilogy, which I've already said. I was
Yes.
hoping that it would be both because I grew up with the 64 version, and as much as I enjoyed playing as Kentaro a little bit when I played earlier, I prefer the stuff that you can do in the 64 version. That being said, one thing that I'd like to see is additions of Deception Armageddon. I want them to bring back the little mini games like Motor Combat, Puzzle Combat,
Yes.
stuff like that. And also I'm so glad that they put mythologies and special forces on there because I miss special forces. I want to go back and play Mythology Sub-Zero because I rented the heck out of that. Never got really far in it.
Yeah.
But with some of the quality of life fixes in there, I'm kind of excited to see where that one goes. I would also like to play through Shaolin Monks as well. I don't think that one's on there.
No, Shaolin Monks. The problem with Shaolin Monks is that it's so much data that
Yeah.
a lot of memory that is going to take up. I mean, it's going to be the same thing with the 3D error games, but I think it is possible with the 3D error games, not with Shaolin Monks, because you got a huge story mode. You also got side quests to go along with that, sub bosses, side bosses.
Yeah.
You have Scorpion. Wow, Smoke's challenge, where if you complete his challenge, you'll play Mortal Kombat 2, if I'm correct. In Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of it's doable, not in a but not it won't end up good.
Yeah.
You will
Right.
they'll have to make cuts. It'll play like ass. You're better off, like you said before we started, give it just a proper remaster. Or if you're gonna redo it, make it only like a 3-game collection of that and 2 of the smaller 3D games.
Yes.
And that's it. Otherwise, yeah, you're ruining everything else.
And that's also not including the PSP version of Mortal Kombat Deception, if I'm correct, and the Nintendo Wii version of Mortal Kombat Armageddon.
Yeah.
Yes.
You also have to include the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube, if I'm correct, because I don't know how those three differ.
Deception on GameCube has 2 extra characters that are not found on the PS2 and Xbox, and those are Goro and Shao Kahn.
So you're gonna have to include that as well.
They added them because of the fact that GameCube did not have online, so to make them, they added 2 more characters.
Boo! But you know what? That's fine.
But yeah, like definitely the 3D era of Mortal Kombat out after 4. They should add those games for sure.
Or at least the mini games.
Yes.
Yeah, you
And
can be able to rejigger that one.
I would have even went as far as to add all 13 episodes of the cartoon as a bonus.
I mean,
You don't need to do that.
No, Street Fighter didn't do that.
Yeah. Well,
They didn't
Yeah,
do
but
that.
I'd rather watch Street Fighter over Mortal Kombat.
true. But Mortal Kombat,
And that includes the movie.
so
There, I said it.
So the next question is from Dragonflame. What is your favorite fatality in this series? Now here's the meat and
I got it.
potatoes right here.
Now I got a good one, and the thing is, it's not even that bad of one, but it is my absolute favorite. It's not a fatality, it's an animality. Do any of y'all remember what Scorpion's animality was?
Oh,
Because
yeah,
I always ask
recall.
people, hey, so you know what an animality is, right? It's like, yeah. It's like, yeah, you turn into an animal and you kill someone. It's like, yeah. What do you think Scorpion's was? Well, it's a scorpion, right? No, it's a goddamn penguin. He turns into a penguin, walks under his opponent, lays an egg, walks away, and the egg explodes.
Yep.
It is so stupid. And I am so pissed they did not bring it back for Mortal Kombat 1. Also,
No,
Nova, cooking with
you've unlocked
Scorpion is
something
one of my absolute favorite things that ever came from the
Cooking with
crypt.
Scorpion.
I forgot about that.
It pops in my head every so often. I have to look it up. I'm probably going to look it up when I go to work tomorrow. But unfortunately, I do have to cut this short because I do work in the morning, and it sounds like my wife is putting my daughter down right now. So I probably should head up there so I don't wake them up.
Well, Bub, since you have to head out before you go, where can we find you?
You can find me on YouTube and here on Twitch at Bubs491. I stream a little bit of everything. I am currently just coming back to streaming. I just started up again on Thursday after the birth of my daughter last month on November 11th. And holy shit, it's already almost a month. It's wild to me.
Yes.
And yeah, I got back into it. I'm playing some Metroid Prime 4 on the weekends. I have a quad randomizer between Metroid 1, Zelda 1, Metroid 3, and Zelda 3 going on Tuesdays that I haven't played for a month, so that's going to be fun on Tuesday. And I'm starting another Bloodborne playthrough on Thursday. So, you know, as you can tell, I play a little bit of everything. I'm all over the place. And Shellshock, if you allow me to do a little bit of more self-advertising, I have a really big collaboration going on with Shellshock, along with 16 other people, I believe is what the final count is at. Playing through Pokemon in what is called, and thanks to a YouTuber, a Pokemon Friendlock, where I am the trainer, and my 17 other friends are the Pokemon I catch. I will have zero control over what they do. I am doing a randomized version of Pokemon Platinum, so I won't even know the Pokemon that I'm getting. Shellshock, I think, is somewhere in the middle of my catching order, so probably around second gym he'll be joining in.
Yeah.
But I will not have any control over the Pokemon. So for all I know, I might have some Pokemon that can learn self-destruct and might just do that right away. I don't know. I'm going to be scared to put them in double battles. But it is a Nuzlocke, meaning if they die, they die.
Yes.
They're out. They're booted out of the call. So that's going to be happening next month, and I am really excited to see how it goes. I got a lot of people in there. I got a bunch of people from my actual D&D group. I've got a bunch of streamers. My wife is joining in. It's going to be a mess. It's going to be great. And Shellshock, as always, thank you so much for bringing me on here.
No problem, dude.
Also, Nova, thank you very much and Bookslap, thank you guys very much.
Yep.
So, feel free to come join me, watch some shenanigans. You will not be seeing this beautiful shiny head, due to the fact I do have a daughter now. I have changed to being just a PNG tuber. She's not really down here that often, but I don't want her on camera.
Yeah.
It's just me being a protective father. Like, I've told my mom and mother-in-laws, like, you guys can post pictures on Facebook and that, but just check with us or make it private albums. I don't want her out there.
True. Yeah. Fair.
Yeah. So anyway, again, thank you guys so much. Xeno, Andy, it's been an absolute pleasure. Andy, I suppose I hope you can get back to ruling Outworld soon, or, pulling the strings of Shao Kahn. Oh my God. Anyway, thank you guys so very much. You all have yourselves a fantastic night.
And
thank you again. I will see you guys all for the season finale.
All right, take care.
Yep. See ya.
Yep. Oh, not me. Yeah, there. All right. So, what was the question we were asking? Oh yeah.
Favorite fatality.
Favorite fatality. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So favorite fatality. Okay. So favorite fatality. Andy, do you have any?
Andy.
So are we stuck to fatalities, or are we talking finishing moves in general?
Let's talk finishing moves.
Like finishing.
Friendships, animalities, or
I'm a sucker for a good friendship.
Which one?
There's a couple. I used to sit after in Mortal Kombat Trilogy on the 64, after you defeat Shao Kahn and go through the ladder and stuff, you can pick like a prize or whatever. I would always sit and watch the friendship compilation that they would have.
Yeah.
either
the
I think it's
finisher.
Cyrax who does the Charleston,
Oh, he does.
or
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Wait. What are you talking about? You talking about this? It's, stupid Twitch. Huh?
yes,
Don't you ever do that to me.
or the other one is oh gosh,
I could clear. You tell me a character I could clearly recall.
oh
I'm
I
like
think
the
it's
encyclopedia of all
my
these
favorite.
characters.
Another one is like what the Kid Raiden.
Oh, Kid Thunder, yes. I remember that.
Yeah.
What about
there's so
Mortal Kombat
many.
11?
What about Mortal
No,
Kombat
Mortal
11?
Kombat 11 brought it. Yeah, Mortal Kombat 11 brought the friendships back.
Oh, I forgot about that.
You know what's fun?
You did
I
not
stopped.
know.
I stopped playing after like 10. So
You didn't miss much with 11, to be honest.
Oh man,
Mm.
the fact that they advertise friendship when they have Scorpion just do his spear, get over here, and he's still getting that teddy bear. Hanzo Hisashi just wants love. He's been in so much pain, he got so much love. Yeah, look, my best opinion, Andy, is just take a look at the friendship compilation videos, maybe even
Yeah.
Maximilian Dude rating it.
Rate the
It
Fatals.
is Yes, rate the friendship.
Yes.
Rate the friendship. All the characters, including DLC and guest characters, they all have friendship. Some of them are okay for the most part. They're not there. I don't think there's ever been a bad friendship, but several of them is like legit fan freaking tastic. I won't
Good to
do
know.
any spoilers, but definitely take a look at them. Great quality, high cinematic. Like it was one of the best things Netherrealms have done with their series. Just bring something back.
Yep.
Take a look into
Yeah.
that one.
Let's see.
And if I had to go with a fatality, was it Cyrax that had the one that just drops a bunch of bombs and it explodes the earth?
No, that's Smoke.
That's
Well, okay.
Smoke.
No. Let me rephrase this. It was Smoke from Mortal Kombat, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3.
Yes.
However, Cyrax now do it because it actually makes more sense. Like Mortal Kombat Gold, it was crap, but Mortal Kombat 1 as an assist character, as a cameo, it was fantastic. Like it made perfect sense with Cyrax.
Yeah.
So yeah, but he actually got a better one in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We just takes out a compactor gravity. It's like, where's my money? Where's my money? Just brings them into his chest and tears them apart, blows out. Like, to me, that's the best Cyrax fatality.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going
Right.
back now. You're talking about like bringing in and
Yes, that was Deadly Alliance.
so
I would say
Freddy Fazbear from Mortal Kombat.
Freddy Faz.
Ooh. That would be wild. I'm
With
not
the fatality being the same thing.
like it would be. Fatalities.
I would say on my end, I mean, there's like way too much on these fatalities and such. Like, definitely, I would say the more gruesome it will be because I'm actually looking to do the video in the future. I've written scripts about it of the best fatality from every single edition of the Mortal Kombat series and the worst fatalities from every single edition.
Yeah.
With one rule, it can't really overlap. So, obviously, one worse one can't overlap on the other one because, okay.
Yeah.
If I were to choose one from quite possibly the best, there's way too many. I think I would have to go with the recent one, Gearus, where he kills you so many times over and over and over.
Yeah, because he's the
He just
timekeeper.
Yeah, but it's just okay. I'm gonna go back in time. I'm gonna rip off your head. I'm gonna smack your jaw with it, give you the head, and you're surprised. It's you. It's like what? and do it again. It's like,
Like, there was a fatality that stood out more than anything. In Mortal Kombat 4, there was one where Quan Chi will just take a limb and then just like boom, 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 and just keeps going. um,
actually, can we wait? Do we have time to do it?
no.
No.
Wait,
So
what do
we
you
can't
mean?
do the voice. I was thinking you would. Well, I was thinking that you would just grunt hitting me. I'll just keep hitting it. Oh,
Sorry,
and he would say your name.
because
It's fatality.
like it would take a little bit to do it, but
Oh,
Right.
sorry.
would be quick, but all right.
What the best fatality? Um, let's see. Well, I was always partial to Sub-Zero spine rip from the first game. That was the fatality that actually led to the ESRB rating.
Yeah.
But I also enjoyed seeing like one of my favorite fatalities is seeing like Jax just grows into a giant and just stomps your opponent in Mortal Kombat 3.
That makes no sense, but whatever.
Like another one I would say would be like I always liked it. I always liked when Raiden just shocks you to death. And
Which one?
in Mortal Kombat 2, it's the one where you hold
Okay.
the low kick.
You mean the dashy one where it's like, yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Because you say about him shocking, and it's like there's so many of them. But then again, we do recall Deception, which he forgot how to shock someone to death.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And another favorite of mine was like um I love the when like Liu Kang disappears and then you see a Mortal Kombat arcade machine drop on whoever he's
Oh
facing
yes,
against.
I forgot about that.
And that was the first time anybody would see the arcade cabinet. Like normally you would see the sides where you had Johnny Cage, but they had to take Johnny Cage out because at the time, um they could not acknowledge the original actor Daniel Pesina.
Well,
Go ahead. You were gonna say something,
well, the
Zeno?
big I was gonna say the big issue about that was that it was pretty much uh a royalties issue. Um Carlos, what was it? Daniel.
Daniel. Carlos was rated.
Okay, Daniel. Okay, thank you. Apologies on that one. Daniel was one of the few of the actors who would attempt to sue Williams and Midway for royalty purpose because they were using their likeness. And Mortal Kombat suddenly became a big thing. Nobody would have ever thought that Mortal Kombat would become a big thing. So they would unsuccessfully sue Williams and Midway for likeness, and thus Daniel would be the one who would go who would get the offer from some company who created Bloodstorm. Be like, hey, how about you just be on the cover of Bloodstorm? And he's like, yeah, you know what? I'll be Johnny Cage. Yeah, this is going to be a much better game than Mortal Kombat. No, it's not. It's not. You wasted your time on that. So definitely that was one of the reasons why Johnny Cage was quote unquote blackballed, the actor, so to say. I don't know about any others as well. Because I've taken a look on social media and several people have portrayed their outfits, but then again, that would be Mortal Kombat 3 and so on.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure Daniel is in good graces right now with the Mortal Kombat team.
Like the main person that seems to love her role the most is Carrie Hoskins, the second Sonya Blade, who
I've seen it a lot.
She was Sonya Blade in Mortal Kombat 3 and all its versions, like Ultimate and Trilogy. because she worked with Midway as a cheerleader for NBA Jam, and
Really?
she was also the main villain in this arcade game called Revolution X, Mistress Helga. So they decided that when like they needed a new Sonya, like she took the role and she loved it. She had a good time with it. She even did the live tour, like the one that you were talking about. She actually did that. She even did it like there was like a night where she actually performed while injured,
I
which
would say that she would be the decision to change Sonya Blade was like the best decision they've done.
yeah, and she apparently she was very fun to work with. People loved her. She's a fan favorite. She goes to conventions, and I heard she's very nice to people. Um, let's see. Friendship, favorite friendship. Like I want to think of like a friendship. I absolutely thought. Okay, so this is one that I thought was hilarious. Like obviously you have the Johnny Cage like doing the autograph. But I also loved the one where like Liu Kang was doing like some sort of like shadow puppet show in Mortal Kombat 3. Um and I know that there was one where fuck, who was it that was blowing bubbles? I forgot who was it. Was it
Katana.
Katana? Okay.
Yeah, Katana.
Yeah, Katana blew bubbles. Um and another one that I remember was in Mortal Kombat 2. Liu Kang was just doing a disco dance.
A whole song pack dancing.
Yes,
Wow.
he did disco dance. Shang Tsung had the rainbow. Um, then like also the buy a Sub Zero doll, buy a Scorpion doll, buy a Reptile doll.
Wait. I got mines for free.
You did. Oh, you do have it, yeah. So Kyle Gamer asks, has there ever been a moment that was so graphic that it made you squeamish of wanting to turn the game off? Some of the more recent fatalities.
Uh, I mean, I would say early on during my early childhood, definitely. But these days, no. No, I mean, I would like get a little GBBBs on some of the recent fatalities. I think one was what was it? Ermax Mortal Kombat X fatality.
Yeah.
Just twist, turn, and then pull your guts out, and it was like, ugh, my goodness me. Definitely Sindel's animality and Ermac's animality.
All right.
That was like a definite.
Andy?
But these days, no.
I was about to say, I was taught from a young age that this is fiction, it's not real, so it didn't really bother me so much. I haven't seen too many of the new fatalities to say whether it would gross me out or not.
Yeah, like
But
They're very graphical. They've done a great job with high quality detail. I mean, I would say from Mortal Kombat, not Deadly Alliance, because that was actually pretty goofy as well. I would say from Mortal Kombat Deception to Mortal Kombat 12, if you exclude Mortal Kombat Armageddon, because that's BS, and Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. I mean, seriously, Kano's fatality is like the most terrible, painful thing you could ever sense. I mean, seriously, if you don't have insurance, what would you do with your broken ribs? Yeah,
yeah.
their quality has really stepped up.
Which I don't it's like a lot of those fatalities, like the newer ones, the ones I've seen, yeah, it's too much. I'm like, how did they get away with all this stuff?
I mean, it's all fiction. It's all M-rated. It's
Right.
all goofy and such. There's also a lot of references with several characters. If you were to go through with it, like if I'm correct, Scorpion's from MK1, his fatality. They always say, "Oh, it's a reference from this one," and I don't really see it, but I mean, what can I say? What do I
Yeah.
know? Sub-Zero and Ninja Scrolls is another one that they've stated.
Oh yeah.
So it's a lot of callbacks and references, but also uh just how far and cinematic it would be.
Yep.
My best opinion would be this. Take the camera as a freeform. Determine would that be a good fatality or not?
Yeah.
Would that make you squeamish?
Right.
If
Right.
it does, great. If it doesn't, then I mean a little bit of more creativity.
Yep. Sona asks, can this be considered one question? If not, choose one. Most underrated / overhated Mortal Kombat game that you like and most loved game that you didn't like. I'll just do the most underrated Mortal Kombat game. Personally speaking, the most underrated Mortal Kombat game happens to be Mortal Kombat. Like it's really hard to pick an underrated one because a lot of the good ones are really good, but then the weaker
Oh,
ones are kind
I
of
already
weak.
got my answer.
Probably Mortal Kombat Trilogy. I can't really think of an answer for this. So Mortal Kombat Trilogy.
Andy, you got one because I already got mine.
You said a game that is underrated that you like,
Or
is that
or
right?
overhated.
Or overhated.
Yeah.
So this might be a hot take, but I enjoy Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero.
Okay.
I mean, okay. Here's the thing about Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero. It's a frustrating game because really you have to complete it in the highest difficulty, if I'm correct. I mean, I think you can complete it in normal, right?
You have to beat
I
it in
think so.
hard.
No, you have to beat it on hard.
Yeah, you have to
Oh,
beat
you
it
do?
hard.
Oh.
Okay. And unless you're really that good with that game, you know all the locations, all the tricks and such, then you could just fly by it, but you're required to cheat in that game
Yeah.
because Mortal Kombat Mythologies, bad level design, and on top of that, bad enemy spawning. That's
Didn't
also a thing.
okay. Refresh my memory. Doesn't that also have FMV cutscenes?
On
Only for the
PlayStation, yeah.
PlayStation, which is fan-freaking-tastic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Sub-Zero is pretty racist, if you ask me. It's calling Scorpion a ninja. He's a ninja. Oh, wow, racist.
Well,
It's a joke. It's a joke. If you were to tell me about the most overhated Mortal Kombat game, it would definitely be Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe is not really a bad game if you were to take it very close to it. No, it's not great.
Yes.
10 out of 10 on Kano's fatality. 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah.
But really, when I take a look at Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, it had a great menu interaction of Sub-Zero fighting man. Like, when we're ever gonna get anything like that other than Sub-Zero? I mean, Scorpion. No, not Sub-Zero. Scorpion. Scorpion fighting Batman. I mean, we're not gonna get anything like that until Scorpion beating the crap out of Sub-Zero. The story mode was actually a great look into what will become the future of
Yeah.
fighting games in terms of story modes and such, because Street Fighter would follow that route, Tekken will follow that route. I don't know about any other anime game as well. The Guilty Gear would be able to follow that as well, but
Yeah.
that was the dawn of cinematic story mode, and it, in my opinion, it had the best roster in both the DC and the Mortal Kombat universe.
Yeah.
You have the characters for the DC that will be eventually in Injustice. You will have the characters in the Mortal Kombat that will eventually be in Mortal Kombat 9.
Yep.
I mean, if it got DLC inclusion, you would have put in Melina. You would have put in what is a great DC character at that time? I would say maybe Robin or Nightwing and
Yeah,
such would put
Nightwing.
characters involved in it. Like the only I get that it's a team rated. I get that the fatalities are crap. Well, some of it and the hero fatalities as well.
Hmm.
And the combos, the pro move. I don't know what the heck that's all about. Like ridiculous trial mode where they tell you, "Oh, pro move. How do you pro move?"
Yeah.
All right. It's a very good game. I mean, not a good game, but it's very decent
Yep.
compared to the ones that we have that is bad.
Like,
Cut them some slack.
let's see. So, the next one is this was a Noble Boy. Who is the most underrated Mortal Kombat character across the series? That would happen to be Baraka. Baraka, easily.
Mm,
I feel like he doesn't really get like I feel like aside from his fans, he doesn't really get that much love.
well, I definitely would toss it over to Reptile on that sense. Because I know Rain has been one of the characters that does have his fan base, so to say. But I think the one game that I felt like was missing Reptile was Mortal Kombat 11. And the trailer, I thought they were going to put in Reptile. I mean, they put in Melina. Thank you so much, you toxicating fans out there.
Oh my
The
god.
bad ones, not the good ones. All right. But then I was like, ooh, Reptile is going to be in it? No, Rain. And it's like, oh, okay. What was it? Rambo is in it. It was like, huh?
Oh, Rambo. Yeah, they
No,
did
no
put him.
Reptile. Okay, that's a shame.
All right, Andy.
Mocap.
Mocap. Yes.
Okay, in a competitive sense, he is good. In a competitive sense, he is good.
Yes.
Okay.
Take it, look it up. Ketchup and mustard. They talked about him.
I have one other character I want to bring up that I would say is very underrated in Mortal Kombat. I I kind of like Li Mei. Like she debuted in Deadly
I definitely could
Alliance.
see that one. I definitely could see Li Mei because I mean the problem with the early version was it's 2000s.
Yeah.
It's got to be a sex appeal, so to say. That's the
Yep.
sad thing about early gaming.
But
But if I'm
like,
correct,
go ahead.
I was going to say Mortal Kombat X and 1,
Yeah,
especially her return in 1. How well they've done with her.
they did do a
Yeah.
good job there for her.
I will also put it in Terra Terra, if I'm correct, or Terrafora.
Yeah.
Because I know they had the little kid, the little girl, as a cameo in Mortal Kombat 1, but not as a selectable character. That would have gone with Mouse with that.
Okay. Let's see. So, next question comes from Enigma or Pink Draconian Prince. Which timeline of Mortal Kombat do you overall like more and want to play more of? The original timeline, which is from the first game up to Armageddon, or the second timeline, which was 9 to 11? I like the original timeline a lot, but I like the reboot, so it's really hard for me to say. Andy?
Original timeline.
Okay.
I mostly play 1
Yeah.
through 3, sometimes 4 if I get, crazy.
Yes. Zeno?
So you didn't get the chance with the new timeline yet?
I've played up to Armageddon. Well, I played up to Armageddon, and then I played 9 and 10.
Yeah.
9 and 10. Oh, okay. So you
Yeah.
didn't finish the story, so to say.
Correct.
You didn't finish the story. Okay.
At the
Okay.
time when it came out, I didn't have the PC to do it or the console to do it.
Oh. Okay.
But I prefer
I have a plug and play of the original Mortal Kombat, so I can go do that anytime.
But I prefer the original timeline in terms of like just nostalgia, just always going back to him.
I mean, I definitely take all 4 timelines, and yes, there are 4 children. Never forget the comic timeline. But yeah, I definitely take all four. I could definitely take a look at how it all started with Mortal Kombat Mythologies. Let's or actually, I'm sorry, Mortal Kombat Deception that started it.
Oh, Deception was a good one.
Yeah. Because if you go through Shujinko's story mode, it was pre
Yes.
Mortal Kombat, so to say. But I could definitely go through the original timeline, how everything has all started, then the reboot, where a lot of things have changed. So, well, most of the stuff have changed to the new timeline, where now it's Liu Kang's turn on screwing things up. Let's see how he's gonna mess it up. My only biggest disappointment is that we did not go all the way to the beginning, to the Great Kung Lao. That's my biggest disappointment.
Which game was it that you had a zombie Liu Kang?
Mortal Kombat Deception,
Deception.
which is
Okay.
so funny because if you take a look at interviews, they talked about Shujinko. They said, well, Shujinko is the Liu Kang of Mortal Kombat Deception. And then it's funny because I took a look at the magazine. I read a magazine about the preview of Mortal Kombat Deception, and they say, "Oh, it's going to be able to have these characters returning, including Zombie Liu Kang." And it's like, wait, you're talking about this character becoming the Liu Kang of the series, but then you bring it back Liu Kang? That does not make any sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
But it
Like,
was Deception and Armageddon.
yeah. So apparently in the cartoon, I remember like Jax was apparently fat shamed.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing because of the fat shame. I'm laughing because it's like the most dumbest thing ever.
There's so many things about the cartoon that was dumb.
Life lessons
y-
in Mortal Kombat.
yeah. Let's see. So Dari asks, if any Mortal Kombat character gets a solo game like Sub-Zero did, who would it be and what kind of game would they have? Okay, so we know that Jax had Special Forces, and then there was Shaolin monks that had Liu Kang and Kung Lao. There was originally supposed to be Fire and Ice, but that never happened. But I'm gonna name one. I personally would like to know just what if we would have had a Johnny Cage game that took place right after the events of Mortal Kombat 3, that he comes back to life, and then and basically it leads up to his storyline, like the storyline that takes place in Mortal Kombat 4, since he's in that game. Like, just a Johnny Cage game where like after 3 but before 4. That's what I want. Andy?
Think about this.
All right, then.
I'm like, okay, so a Johnny Cage movie where you're going through his or movie or Johnny Cage game where you're going through some of his action movies that he's a part of.
Yeah.
that would be great.
I kind of would love that.
Personally, is Scorpion should get one because it actually
Mortal
makes
Kombat Mythology Scorpion.
Mortal Kombat Mythology Scorpion. Yes, that would be great. You go through the Netherrealm, you finally get your revenge. Then you go back to the Netherrealm. You go to Outworld. I don't know where do you end. Maybe Mortal Kombat 4 is where you would end, so to say. Or maybe make it its own timeline, since now Mortal Kombat is going BS and about timeline. Have him finish him.
Yes.
Just finish him. Happy ending. Da, 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 da.
Oh, I got one. Another one. I feel like, yeah, while we know that Special Forces is a bad game, I think that Sonya should have her own game too.
I mean, yeah, I would agree with
Yeah.
that one. More people would prefer Sonya over Jax.
And hear me out. Melina's Fashion Simulator.
Oh, yes.
You gotta have Katana and Melina. I mean,
Yeah.
the new one, definitely you could be able to work with that. You could definitely work it with the new timeline.
I would probably do like for Sonya's game, since they already did Special Forces and that took place before Mortal Kombat, but despite the fact that it took place before the original Mortal Kombat, like Jax still had the metal arms for whatever reason, which did not make sense. He's not supposed to get the metal arms until Mortal Kombat 3. But anyway, for Sonya game, I would probably have it so that like it'd be a different type of Special Forces game. Like Jax would not be in it, or at least like he would not have like a big role in it. Um, but I would have it take place sometime like probably sometime after Mortal Kombat 4, but before Deadly Alliance.
Huh.
But
Okay,
yeah, go ahead.
it's kind of a shoot off question.
Yeah.
Who would be the best protagonist in a Mortal Kombat dating simulator?
Well, if you must ask, I could have that little good time with Shiva. You know what they say about ladies with 4 arms. Once
They
you
have
have
4 arms?
them 4 arms, you'll never go foregone.
Liu Kang there you go.
She'll
Well-
break my spine.
How about we give that to oh gosh, Shang Tsung. Oh, but how about you know what? I'm just gonna say this right now. Shao Kahn. I want to see Shao Kahn dating simulator. Because
I am not gonna talk about it. You already
Like-
poisoned my mind, Shellshock.
his outfit is basically like it passes off as BDSM. So like let's be
Oh.
real. Let's be real.
No, it's even worse than that. Like I'm fine with his outfit, but then again, you just added in something that has just poisoned my mind.
Look up
No.
look up Shao Kahn and FetLife.
No,
Anyway, okay. Anyway.
worse than that. Ugh. Next question, please.
Yes, next question.
I want to get out of there.
Okay. All right. Sammy G asks, "Have you ever mistook a non-Mortal Kombat character to be a Mortal Kombat character?"
What?
To be honest with you, no.
No.
I mean, unless you want to talk about that Irishman from that other Mortal Kombat clone.
No, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about
the
that.
Scotsman.
No. We're not. No. Don't you dare. No.
You mean Sub-Zero from Fortnite?
Okay,
No.
okay.
Like everybody in Fortnite is something.
Yeah.
You got Formula One cars in Fortnite. All right, you got Megazords in Fortnite. You got Godzilla in Fortnite. I swear to goodness me, you're going to have Gundams, Voltrons, and quite possibly the freaking moon from Legend of Zelda, one of those games in Fortnite.
Yeah.
It's going to have everything, okay?
Okay.
It's going to have the presidents of all the US in that game. Please, no Fortnite.
All right, so let's move. We pretty much already established this question. Pretty much for me, it's definitely no for me. No. Icepick asks, "Do you miss the live action aesthetic of the early Mortal Kombat games, or are you glad they tried?" Yes. Okay. Icepick, the 3D models are great, but you cannot beat the original like digitized live actions Mortal Kombat. It just hits so different even back then.
The starting match screen where it would show the two like facing each other. My mind was blown as a kid, and then I got to Mortal Kombat 4 and I was like, what's this?
Yeah. Cause it felt like it was a game that was turning into a movie in a sense. Just the way that the presentation, the amount of attention to detail, it just worked. Like I love that aesthetic. I mean, and it's like now it's like with the 3D CGI and everything, like it feels different. It just does not feel the same. It feels different. So
I'm actually gonna say no on that one. You know, it's great that we had something revolutionizing at that time because I don't think Mortal Kombat was the first one that did something like that. I have a feeling there was another game as well, something before Mortal Kombat. Was there?
yes,
If not, then what was it?
there were plenty of like digitized games before Mortal Kombat. There was
Yeah,
Pit Fighter. There was
yeah,
Narc.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, they also did that with WWF WrestleMania Arcade
yeah, but
as
that can't.
well, and in
Yeah,
your house.
yeah, but the WrestleMania arcade game came out like after Mortal Kombat 3 did, but before Ultimate. And In Your
Yeah,
House was like a
but
year later.
either way, we have that digitize, get involved with the characters and such. But what I will say is that uh if it continues on with that kind of aesthetic, so to say, it would just feel cheap, so to say. Definitely in my opinion, when Mortal Kombat went to 3D, and I'm not talking about Mortal Kombat 4, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, the PlayStation 2 era and so on, it actually gave those an appreciation to game art.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So game art, it gave the opportunity for artists to get involved, create concept art, create character design, and it actually brought about a new way of getting involved in the video game industry that doesn't require you to do programming, that doesn't require you to do game designing, marketing whatsoever. It gave
Hmm.
people the opportunity to do artwork. And so we do get an opportunity for uh a cool concept of the ninjas, or what if Raiden were to become evil? How do you transform him to become evil? What about new characters such as Moloch, Darius, Frost was another one. Yeah, I'm gonna throw it out there, see if we still got those Frost haters out there from early on. And so, with these new characters getting involved, going into 3D modeling and all that, it just opened up a broad, a new insight of how uh, these characters can now become quite like their personality. Like, if we're going to continue on with the digitized aesthetics, it's going to be, in my opinion, pretty ridiculous, especially for several characters down the line,
Yeah.
like Meat, like what's the Oni name, so to say? Even Reptile is another one that is also changing in design.
Yeah, because originally he was just a ninja, but then they made him like they made him more like
Reptilian.
reptilian.
Yeah. Melina has also got several changes along the line with her facial feature, so to say.
Mhm. So she's half Tarkatan now, right?
She
Hmm.
was created as half Adanian, half Tarkatan. But
Yeah.
over the years, they've played around with her facial features. Definitely one of the best ones, if I'm correct, was Mortal Kombat uh X, where she looks more humanoid, but she still have the Tarkatan features, the sharp teeth and all, you know. And it's just a great appreciation of how far uh game art and design has done with these characters. Like if you were to do it with digitized characters today, unless you really pay for uh what is it, like costume designers, those people who have done uh makeups and all that, especially put in what 10 plus hours to apply those type of makeups. Yeah, it would push back gaming way too much rather than, okay, here's how the character is going to look like. We're going to try to be able to create these as quickly as possible. It will take a couple of hours, but it's manageable.
Yeah.
It's actually great.
Let's see. So next question. We have a few more. Let me go ahead and check which one's next. Actually, no, there's one more question. But I just want to highlight something that Icepick said in the chat. He was trying to say that the guy who runs Galloping Ghost Arcade has been working on a fighting game with live action aesthetics for years now. So it remains to be seen as to like how long it'll take for it to come out. But I would like to see how that works. But the last question is from Silver. If you had the power, which Mortal Kombat character would you remove from the series and why? I have two. The easy answer is Su Hao from Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
Deadly Alliance because nobody cares about him. And
I mean, go ahead.
but that's the easy answer. Now, in terms of who I would remove from the series, it's a character that debuted in Mortal Kombat X, and he also appeared in Mortal Kombat 11. I never liked this character. I saw no appeal to him whatsoever. It's that cowboy, Aaron Black. I never liked him. I would personally remove him because, like, to me, like, he
Cowboy
does not.
hater.
I feel like he's a character that just does not fit within the series whatsoever. Like, I feel like he fits better in a different type of fighting game, but not in Mortal Kombat. So yeah, get Aaron Black out. But my easy answer is Yu Hao. All right, Andy.
Who was that? The Adenian Prince or whatever was like the main character. I'm like,
Huh?
was it Armageddon or Deception?
Taven.
Taven, yes.
There's Taven and there's Dagon. Dagon created the Red Dragon. But
Taven, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
You know what's funny is that I believe my friend Gaming Heel and his sister would agree with you on that one because it's funny. They kept mentioning him, and it's like, why this character? I mean, he's like pretty important in Armageddon. They're like, he screwed everything up. He had one job. And he couldn't complete it. Then I look over and it's like, yeah, I mean, he keeps whining all the way and all that. All right.
No.
I mean, I would like to spoil you with good news if you like.
Sure.
Does he die?
I mean, well, besides that, Mortal Kombat 9 proved it. But anyway, beyond Mortal Kombat 9, if you would like to hear,
go right ahead.
Go for it.
My boy Rain killed him and his brother in the ending.
Yep.
Yeah, because what was it? It was confirmed that what was it? Argus, that's the father.
Mm-hmm.
He's been smitten with other people.
Oh, man.
So yeah, there you go. I'll agree with you on that one, Shellshock. Su Hao. I mean, the funny thing is that he's not a bad character to play as in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. I don't know about Armageddon, but by goodness me, design wise, okay to bad. Special move wise, terrible.
He doesn't add
Like-
anything to the series.
I mean, he's supposed to be the crony for Red Dragon.
Yeah,
But
Movado.
I mean, no, Movado is like second in command. He's like he's like Baxter from the first level of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, right,
But
right.
instead of level 1, he's level 0. That's Su Hao.
Okay.
That's Su Hao. But it's just not good movesets, not good specials. Movesets, okay. Design-wise, fine to bad. And story-wise, I mean, why do you have him? He's like the residential punching bag.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I would definitely agree with Su Hao. But then again, he does have a great fatality. So I can't really mark him down for that.
Yep. All right, and with that, that's gonna do it. So, that was a good episode of Sharing with Shellshock. Mortal Kombat is a great series. There's so many great games in general. I know that Bubs was here and he had to go earlier, but Andy, Zeno, thank you guys for being a part of this as always.
Always a pleasure.
As always.
Yep. Before we sign off, where can we find you, Andy?
The best way you can find me is twitch.tv/Andy_Bundy, or you can go to my website, andybundy.net. It shows all the games I've played on there, as well as links to all my social media.
All right. And Zeno?
Well, you can follow me on all my social medias on Blue Sky, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and subscribe to my YouTube channel at XenoGamezTV. We're currently going to go through Resident Evil 4 Randomizer, as well as several other amazing retro games. I'm just actually going to be starting to do Overwatch 2 and Marvel Rivals in the future. And on the YouTube series, currently going through the Vigilante 8 series. We're on Chase on that one, Agent Chase. And afterwards, I mean, I'm currently on college work, so who knows?
All right. Sounds good. So you can pretty much find me just about anywhere. Like it's mainly like Discord and Blue Sky where you can pretty much find me at. And also my Twitch on like every like Monday through Thursday with the occasional Friday or Sunday streams, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern. So the next episode will be the last episode of the season, and it is going to be the best games of 2025, where the format is going to be completely different, where we'll get like the majority of the people from this season that will be able to make it, and we'll also be talking about our favorite games of the year. So the format's different, and I will say, Andy, I may actually have to ask you off stream after this, but I know Zeno, like you said, you can't make it.
Not at this time.
But
Not at this time.
I'll talk. I'm going to be sending DMs to everybody about this. But yeah. All right. So with that, once again, Andy, Zeno, thank you guys for being a part of this. Was a lot of fun, like talking about Mortal Kombat. And I'm looking forward to having you guys on for future episodes, but especially like season finale coming up. I'm still deciding a date. It's more likely December 23rd, but I gotta make sure to lock everything in. But yeah. So once again, thank you guys for coming through. It's always a pleasure.
Not a problem, dude.
Yep. And to everybody that's watching, may you all take care of yourselves, be awesome, stay awesome, tell your loved ones you love them, check them out as always. Bye for lasting peace. I'll see you guys next time. And y'all have a great night. And remember, do not let Shang Tsung get your souls.
Yeah.
What are you talking
Good
about?
advice.
I'm a sorcerer myself. I mean, nope, nothing like that. Later.
All right, good night, guys. Thanks for watching Sharing with Shellshock Season 4. Your name will be inscribed in the pages of podcast history.